Hello everyone, this is Enormous with TekDefense, and this is the threat down for the week ending August 5th, 2012. So our first story this week is 622 IT professionals are surveyed, uh, and they're surveyed on organizations having poor digital document security. So these 622 people were surveyed. 90% of them said that they experienced data leakage or data loss over the last 12 months, while 63% said that they didn't believe their organizations were doing it securely enough, which is kind of funny if you consider 90% had experienced data leakage. I guess that 27% difference must have felt they were just unlucky. Um, but many organizations don't even know what data they have. They don't understand what their sensitive data is, where it resides, and you couple that with people utilizing Dropbox or other services like that within an organization, and you're really going to have a bad time. I mean, WikiLeaks was the big one, a few years back, but there's been many more cases of this, and it's going to be more prevalent as we move along. Our second story today is police alert after ransom Trojan locks up 1,100 PCs. So thanks, Neil Stevenson, for putting out ReamD, because it seems that every crimeware person out there has decided to take up ransomware since reading your book. 1,100 known infections with this particular variant. It's not a lot different than the ones we've seen in the past. For those of you not familiar with ransomware, basically it's going to usually take over your computer like normal malware does, but in this case it's going to, say, encrypt all the files on your disk, and going to give you a message saying, hey, if you want your files decrypted, please send $100 or $150 or however much to a particular address, or to this email address, whatever it happens to be. And if you pay that money, we'll decrypt your files and you'll be on your merry way, or we'll give you more malware. But in this case, 1,100 known infections, 36 of the victims are known to have paid the ransom so far, netting the attackers $5,400. Likely many more have paid this as well, but those are the ones that we are aware of at this time. Our next story on the list today is mobile malware cases nearly triple in the first half of 2012. So to go over some of the vital stats that we got on this one, 13 million phones infected during the first half of the year. That's up 177%. June alone, we saw 3.7 million phones infected and 5,582 unique samples found for just Android alone, so that doesn't take into account any of the other platforms. And estimated over 600K a day is made from SMS sending malware alone. So that's one of the key ways to make money with these mobile malware platforms, or more mobile malware variants right now, is I'm going to use some fee-based SMS sending to net some cash, some quick cash for me. So I don't know if this is much of a surprise to everybody. I think for the last couple of years, everyone's been stating, at least everyone in the security industry has been stating, mobile malware is on the rise. It became one of those big key words, or phrases that we have, just like now, big data, APT, cyber. It was mobile not too long ago. And it's not surprising. I mean, our phone is where we live. We have vital data on it constantly. Most people aren't securing it. There's no good protection for phones currently. I think the last one I tried out had a detection rate of 0%, like every one of the other ones I've seen for anti-malware for phones. So you have to protect against the apps, but you also have to protect against the normal stuff in the mobile platform arena too, right? I can still get a drive-by black hole exploit kit if I go to a website on my smartphone. So you have many avenues to be attacked from. Numbers are only going to grow until there's a better platform out there for security on these mobile devices. Our next article is called Hackers Increasingly Aim for Cross-Platform Vulnerabilities. In the immortal words of Biggie Smalls, more platforms, more problems. He was a visionary, that man. But anyways, uh, the situation here is another one of those dumb moments that we've had before, right? Of course, they're going to use cross-platform vulnerabilities if they exist. You get more bang for the buck. And we know that along with getting more bang for the buck by being on multiple platforms, we also know people don't patch third-party vulnerabilities, third-party software, right? Everyone's pretty much got their software or their Microsoft patches down. People know that they're supposed to be doing them. They don't always make that happen, but generally speaking, people know that they should be, and in most cases are applying somewhat good techniques for Microsoft patching. But when it comes down to Adobe or Java, it's just not happening. People are afraid, whether they're afraid to break their applications or are scared of the patch itself, think that, oh, maybe that's actually malware. Someone's trying to target me with malware. Maybe I don't trust that patch. Whatever the case may be, it just doesn't happen that much. So if I'm a malware developer, of course I'm going to hit you up on an Adobe or Java exploit that is could be leveraged on Macs, on Windows devices, on iOS, whatever platforms those particular third-party vendors are leveraged on. So, our last story today is SQL injection attacks up 69%. And this is comparing from quarter one to quarter two. So basically here, I guess it's another one of those. I understand it. I mean, I get it. It's tried and tested. Everyone's done it. It's very easy to do. No one's protecting against it still, as can be shown from our latest breaches with LinkedIn, Yahoo, NVIDIA, eHarmony, and many others. So of course, we're going to go for that low-hanging fruit. If you're a hacker, of course, that's what you're going to do. It's unfortunate that we still don't know how to pass parameters appropriately and are still susceptible to these types of attacks. But as long as they're still able to be exploited and get these huge data breaches from them, um, then they're going to attackers are going to continue to leverage them. All right, everyone. Thanks for viewing this. If you like this video and want to see more like it, go to TekDefense.com. Additionally, we should see another tech tip episode coming out shortly. And if you have any questions directly for me, feel free to hit me up at enormous@tekdefense.com. Thanks.